And here we are again, back for another issue review of issue 42 of Combat Patrol magazine from Hatchet and Part Works. So in this issue, we get our two paints. We get our Coilia Green shade, obviously for our Orcs, and our Calgar Blue layer paint, which will be, I guess, highlighting our Ultramarines. So, looking on the front, what we're covering, obviously, the Coilia Green shade, the Calgar Blue, and the power of the War. There, on the art in front, we can see the Green Tide in front of us, with Orc Boys, Killer Cans, and Death Dreads. We've also got Stomper there, fighting what looks like the Astra Militarum, the Krieg. So there's our front of our issue there. So, moving on, how to paint with our shade. Going on to our shade first, so shading the skin on the War Boss, the Mega Armor, and his Grot. And then stage 2 is a Barber Gaunts, painting sort of like the organs and that brain. Also painting the Psychophage here for the smoke effect coming out of its whatever they are. And also for our Aldari Farseer. Moving on. Okay, so before and after, showing you how they'll look once they've had the shade. There's nothing here on Calgar Blue at the moment. So Orcs, the Green Tide, Reed J, Orcs 01. So just quick recap, for many thousands of years the Orcs have been a great force of destruction in the galaxy, and to this day they remain a present threat. The number of Orc hordes is beyond counting, and their brutal campaigns are greatly feared by their enemies. Pretty much everyone. So there's a bit of a read there, so anyone wants to have a look. And we'll move straight on. So, some models here painted. So we've got a Mech Boy there. In the background, it's got Death Dread, Killer Cans. The refined Coulter. So, Snake Boys, some Orc Snakebite Boys there. Pushing on, Power of the War, Gazgul Fracker, the supreme leader of the Goth clan. War is at once a battle cry, an energy, and a phenomenon that drives Orcs to even more violent behaviour. Wherever Orcs go, mysterious power drives them to mass in every greater numbers and become more and more violent, ending giant campaigns involving huge numbers of Orcs on a colossal destructive rampage. So we selection here of some Orc Boys, the weapons. Here we've got Orcs again, all painted, bit of a battle display here, fighting what looks like Silver Templars, I think, of the Space Marines. Some Orc terrain. Moving on, technology in the 41st millennium, another read. All species depend on technology to further their cause and survive horrors of the era in Indomitus, but all have taken different approaches to develop and deploying the transport's arms and armour that serve them in war. This has led to a great variety of threats across the galaxy, with each enemy representing a new challenge. So there's a bit of a read here, and down here, Imperial technology with a Tech Priest. Moving on, so some high-tech Xenos. Among the many extraordinary and unrich species in the galaxies are those who possess technology so advanced the younger species cannot begin to fathom its secrets. All they can do is cower from its might in wonder and terror. So here we have a Necron, a Hexmark Destroyer. So low-tech Xenos like the Kroot. Throughout the far-flung systems of the galaxy are many species who go to war armed with primitive but deadly weapons, riding brutish beasts and relying on strength and aggression to overcome more advanced enemies in battle. And then we have our biotechnology with a Tyranid Biovore at the bottom. Some of the strange species in the galaxy are inseparable from their technology and have evolved or have been bred with symbolic weapons and armour. These weapons can range from giant claws to biological projectiles and deadly poisons. clearly used by the Nids. Bonds of Honor, part 10 is our next with our Silver Templars. So I'll leave that there, anyone's been reading it. I'll just scroll down very slowly. Space Marine Reavers are masters of infiltrating enemy territory and launching rapid assaults. There's one there from the Silver Templars. And so Black Templars and pushing on. I really do want to start reading these as well. See what is going on in the lore for the Silver Templars. So here we have Orc fortifications. Right, okay, so moving on. Place C, Core Rules 14. So, example, battlefields. We'll start talking about battlefields clearly in this issue. So, in the far future, battles are fought across an infinity variety of strange and alien planets where no land is left untouched by the Tempest of War. Crystal moons, derelict space hulks, Carlos death wells, and Warhammers. Cityscapes are just a few of the fantastic cool landscapes that can be recreated. So here, showing you how the tabletop could look. And here we have the Tyranids with the Ultramarines here. Moving on, show you there. It's sort of like a panned out view of how the battlefield's looking. And we have a variety of Tyranids there. And Carnifexes and Screamer Killers, for example. Combat Patrol setups. So obviously you could buy these terrains, put these on the board in a number of ways. So we have narrative play focused and match play focused. And then again, we have match play focused, and narrative play focused here. Combat Patrol Chaos Space Marines, Dark Zealots. So we have our full Combat Patrol now of our Chaos Space Marines from the Black Legion, sorry. So we've got our Legionnaires here and the weapons that they use. And then that's how Combat Patrols looked through the issues of these magazines. So obviously we've got the Helper up top, Havocs, Dark Apostles, Disciples, and Legionnaires. Obviously the only things that are missing from here are the Terminators that were an add-on. So here's our Havocs at the bottom with their weaponry. And Combat Patrol Scorched Earth is in this mission. So mission rules there, primary objectives, and how our mat is going to look. Obviously we have all of our factions here that we're going to be getting with this magazine. Sweeping Raid. Moving on. So our Sweeping Raid there with our league table for the factions. And our second to last page, Combat Patrol. Here we go, because obviously we are on Leagues of Votann now and Orcs. That's how it's going to look. And the last page. So our first lot of 10 of Orc Boys coming up in issue 43. And then in issue 44 and Ministry and Grey and the Astral Granite. So we can start sorting out our bases. Getting them a bit of decorative. And yeah, there you go. So that's it. Review unboxing 42. I hope you did like it. And I will see you all very soon for issue 43. Stay safe. And see you all for now. Bye-bye.